Yes, my dear children, I am Priya with new lesson Social Change from your Sociology. Change is the law of nature, is it? Change is the universal. Society is dynamic. Always it is getting the change in its society, is it? So it's resulted in a sense social change is resulted for the evolution of society, is it? When we see the uncivilized society to civilized society, we can see the lot of changes. Is it in the lifestyle, in the economical structure, in the education, in the art, in the behavior, in the rituals? Is it in all field we can see the changes because of change is a law of nature. Is it? So we can see that how the uncivilized persons are living and how they develop and now how the society is it? So when we compare the present to past, we can see that social change is took place. Is it? So social change is a universal. Understand? Then social change is result the civilized society. It is a result form is civilized. It is the evolution of the civilized society. And where it happens, where is social changes happens? Is it? Social changes happens in the society. We know that. Then how can we identify? Yes, where it is happen. Is it? It is happen in the behavior. Is it? And our rituals and in our culture. Is it? In the social rules and regulations. Is it? In this social changes occurs. Through that we can easily identify society get changing. Is it? So likewise, let us discuss about that how by the behavior. Is it? Now we can see that the behavior of the parents is changed. Is it? Because of in the olden days we can see that they are not giving the more importance for the education of women. Is it? But nowadays the parents give the equal opportunities and importance for the men and what it is men's education, in a sense for girl child and also the boy child. Is it? They giving the same importance. Afterwards women gets the more freedom nowadays, but last period we cannot see likewise the situation in the societies. Is it? Then in the last time we can see the more diseases are there, but nowadays we cannot see likewise. Is it? So it is change in the behavior. But it happens in the behavior. Through that we can identify society is getting changes. Is it? So, for example, how you identify a person get his change. Is it? So, sometimes we commonly talk about the other, he completely changed. Is it? So, how you identify by that, how you identify the change of that person? Is it? By talking style or by his behavior or his by culture. Is it? So through that we can identify the behavior of a person. Is it? Similarly, it is happened in the behavior, rituals, culture, social regulations and rules. We can see that many more social rules and regulations have changed nowadays. Is it? Because of what? Due to the social change. Is it? So it is result for them. What is sometimes what is it is the development of the economical field, social field and cultural field. Is it? Sometimes we get the harmful effect by this changing. Is it? But sometimes we get the positive impacts also. Is it? Then afterwards we can see that by this social change, due to the social change, society get the mobility. Is it? Society get the mobility and society is the very dynamic. It is always getting the change. Is it? So from in the olden days to now, we can compare the society. Society is completely changed by that. Is it? Due to the what reason? Due to the mobility, and it is the nature of the society. Is it? So in our behavior and culture is also change, and rules and regulation is also the change happens in this. No, so through that the society get the changes. Let us discuss about that. Why did the society get changes every time? Is it? So there are two reasons are there due to the natural calamities. So why this social change is took place? Is it social change? When society get change is called the social change. Is it? So how, for what purpose the social changes took place? Is it? What are the reasons for the social change? Due to the two reasons. Is it? What are the reasons? What are the two reasons? First one is the natural calamities. Is it? Due to the natural calamities, social changes occurs. So how? First cause is the natural calamities. How? As here, natural calamities became Notice here like flood, earthquakes, is it? And like the natural epidemics. Now what we can see is it? So these are all cause for the naturals, and we should accept that, and we should change our lifestyle for this purpose. Is it for what cause? For the natural calamities, for the what is a flood, earthquakes, is it? So for this purpose we are all changing our lifestyle, is it? So this is the main reason for the social change. When the natural calamities is occurs, on that time we are all change our behaviors, is it? Then second one is human innovations, is it? So inventions is also the main reason for the social change, is it? So when he discovered the new thing afterwards, in the ideas, when he explore his ideas, through that as a social change is occurs, is it? A social change is occurs. So what are those? We can see that here the women's movement, freedom movement, Dalit movement, is it? These are all took place in the society because of some ideas are explored in the mind of the society people in the society, is it? So through that it is a result for the movements. Is it? This is the result for the movements when the some ideas are explored in the mind in the society. Through that some movements is occurs. Is it? And some right changes we can see here, is it? So how it is? We can see that by the movement of the women's movement, Dalit movement. So through that we can change the society, is it? So when they start the movement, so through that they want to change that, in a sense they want to change that the situation, so they start the movement, is it? By that we can see nowadays that is the human rights and women rights are there, is it? Then of civic rights are there, is it? Then many more rights we are getting by those movements, is it? So innovation of the human being, is it? This is also result for the what it is social change. Understand? So this is all about the social change. So let us discuss about the what is the meaning of social change. I think you understand about the social change. Is it? Social change is the law of nature. Then it is happens in the human behavior and also the culture, regulations, so social regulations, rules, and also the what is rituals, is it? So when we understand a person is changed, means his behavior is also changed. Is easily we can identify he is changed or not, is it? Similarly we can understand that how society is changed. It is change took place in that, it is happened in the behaviors. Understand? Behavior of the society, is it? Then afterwards behavior of our culture, is it? So behavior of our rituals, behavior of our social what it is rules and regulations, change in the social rules and regulations, is it? But in olden days the intercaste marriages are very difficult, and also it is hated by the society, but nowadays it is a very common, is it? So what the reason? Society get the change, in a sense it adapted the equality and it gives the more importance for the humanity, is it? This is the cause for that, is it? So for that purpose we can identify the change by the behavior, no? So it happens in the behavior, then after the rituals and also the law and orders of the society. Understand this? Through that it is automatically, culturally, economically, socially, educationally we can get change, is it? And through that society get the dynamic, in a sense society is not a neutral, always it accept the new thing. Okay, then it is occurs by the two matters. First one is by the natural calamities. So we can adjust our life for the nature, is it? When the flood occurs, when the earthquake occurs, we should accept that and we can change our lifestyle, is it? Then next one is that is the innovation, human innovation or invention of the human being, is it? So he invent. So what it is in a scientifically, in socially, is it? For women movement, then Dalit movement, is it? Many more took place in the society, is it? Through that they get the human rights, Dalit rights. Through that the society get the change, is it? By two causes society get the change. First one is the natural calamity, second one is the human innovation. Understand? Let us discuss about that. What is the meaning of social change? Social change is transformation that take place in the lifestyle of common people. But it is nothing but it is transformation that take place in the lifestyle of a human being, is a common people. In a sense, transformation, something change. It is that take place in the lifestyle. Is it lifestyle? It includes the culture, rituals, social rules and regulations, and behavior. Understand this? So it includes that. Then we can see that social change is a change, is it, that took place in the human relationship, is it? Some sociologists explains likewise, social change is a change that took place in the social relationship. This is also meaning of social change. Understand this? So this is all about the social change. Let us discuss about that. What are the characteristics of the social change? Yes, everything have its own character. No? Similarly, the social change it have own characters. Those are continuous process. It never stop. What it is? Social change is never stop. We are also not we are all ready to not accept anything else. We are all waiting for new thing, is it? So likewise, it's a continuous process. It never stop and it is never neutral and universal. Social change took place in all over the world. Only one society, not only it is getting changed, but it is in all over, not only in India. We only not get accept the change in all over the world. It took place, is it? We can see it is possible to see any uncivilized person, is it, in any country? Yes, only one or two groups we can see that. But here completely word is not in the uncivilization, is it? It is the civilized society. We can see that the civilization is the result of social change. Okay. And then next is various. Various. It is in the form of speed. It is what it is in the different places. It's the speed is different in the different places. Some societies accept the new thing very fastly. Some societies accept the new thing very slowly. Is it? So likewise, it is the various in the form of speed. Then afterwards, it is the chain of social process create the social change. What is the chain of social process creates? Likewise, the many more processes are there. Conflicts is there, competition is there, cooperation is there. By this process, it is the chain of process and create the social change. This process is there, no? This process is makes the change of society. Understand? This is all about the what is the meaning of the social change, and we can see that many more processes are there. No? What are the process or changes society? Is it? That is the conflict, adjustment, cooperation, coexistence and competition. In next class we must discuss about that. What are the process and the social change.